collaborator too. He was always open to everyone's ideas, however far out they might be. A few seasons ago, when at a programming meeting, Jenny Brennan and I suggested we create a vampire fictions night around Halloween, Isaiah listened to our pitch and then he said, "That is a terrible idea." He urged us not to just go along with the popular trend, vampires are out there, don't go for it, but he didn't say no. And later that month, he was out in LA, he was getting ready for our Getty run there, and I got a long email from him, which he had written in his suite at the Lux Summit Hotel in Brentwood. And he wrote that he had heard a knock at his hotel room door, and he fearfully opened it, and the creature, dressed like a chambermaid, backlit by the hallway corridor lighting, had long black hair flowing down to her belly button, or where I somewhat feverishly conjectured her belly button might be. Beneath the ghastly white apron of her costume, her skin was as pale as Haagen-Dazs Ultra Vanilla, and dotted with the same small specks. Her smile, a testimonial to a kind of hellish orthodontics that I scarcely believed existed, caused me to shudder and retreat backwards towards the baronial king-sized bed that had just been turned down for the night. "What do you want?" I cried out in terror. "The minibar is that way." The email was signed Count Sheffula. In short, we knew he was in. Whenever anyone asks me about my job, they always say, "Is Isaiah like he seems on the radio in person?" And I say yes, and more so. He was warm, engaging, thoughtful, eager, hopeful, trusting, very generous. He had boundless energy and enthusiasm, and he was fun, always fun. And in preparing for today, I started going back through Isaiah's script files from all the years of Selected Shorts, which include his introductions and all his fabulous intermission riffs. And I'm going to leave you with one of my all-time favorites now. Enjoy.
This is from last week's Village Voice in the classified personal ads. I am not making it up. The ad reads, "Larry at Selected Shorts, March 4th. Enjoyed our conversation. Let's meet for coffee. Victoria." And then Victoria gives her telephone number. Now, Larry. Man to man, if you're sitting here, and perhaps he isn't, March 4th was a non-subscription night, you put it in anybody, but if you can hear this, Larry, there are several possibilities. A, you saw the ad and you called. If so, fine. I have nothing further to say. You're both consenting adults, and what follows is none of Symphony Space's business. B, you saw the ad and you didn't call, in which case, ditto. Life can be cruel. I think it's a shame, but ditto. Or C, you didn't see the ad at all because you don't read the Village Voice, and we can blame you. I don't either. Someone called the ad to our attention. But if this is the case, two other possibilities occur now that tonight's intermission is over, and we'll call them D and E. D, you never saw the ad, but you and Victoria just happened to run into each other tonight at intermission. And everything is going just fine. You don't need me. But also possible is E. You never saw the ad. You have not seen Victoria here tonight, either because she's not here, or because, after all, a woman has her pride, and while you're worth the price of an ad, you're not the only man who ever walked on God's earth, Larry. And so now, Larry, you are sitting here totally surprised by all this, intrigued, flattered, provoked, stimulated, and wondering what to do. Look for her after the show is over and explain your failure to call? But what if she's not here? Call her? What's her number? That issue of the voice is no longer on the stand. Larry, you are in trouble, but don't worry, I have the number. I'm not going to say it out loud now in public for fear of embarrassment. embarrassing Victoria, although for God's sake she published our number in the Village Voice. But I will be standing near the exit door after the show, and you can get the number from me as a community service from the neighborhood arts organization that cares. And now, Victoria, man to woman, Victoria, if it's A, C, D, or E, you know where we stand, good luck to you. But if B, you never hear from him, forget about it. See me later. We have a list of eligible, attractive literary subscribers for a small tax-deductible contribution, less than another voice ad. You can have the numbers of 12 of them, 6 of them named Larry. So